Ladies and gentlemen, the battlefield of success is not the marketplace, the classroom, or the office. It is the mind. And those who win, truly win, are those who learn to train their minds to serve them, not sabotage. Everything you desire, wealth, health, happiness, fulfillment, starts first in thought. It is the invisible force of belief, purpose, and vision that shapes your destiny long before the world sees results. Your mind is your most powerful tool, but only if you train it to work for your success. You were not born a winner or a loser. You were born with the power to choose, to focus, to persist, to dream. But this power only grows when you discipline it. Just like muscles are built through resistance, the mind is built through challenges. And every difficulty is an opportunity to strengthen your mental grip on your goals. I've learned this. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That is not just a catchy phrase, it is a law of life. But belief is not a gift, it is a skill. And you must train for it every day. Feed your mind with vision, guard it against fear, and repeat again and again the thoughts that match the life you want, not the one you're trying to escape. Winners think in possibilities, not problems. Speak the language of action, not excuse. They rehearse success in their minds before it ever arrives because they know the mind that is trained to win cannot be defeated. You must treat your mind like an elite athlete treats the body. With discipline, nutrition, and practice. Read great books. Surround yourself with big thinkers. Affirm your greatness before the world notices it. And when doubt knocks, you answer with certainty and purpose. Train your mind to expect victory. Train it to see setbacks as stepping stones. Train it to endure when others give up. And one day when you stand at the peak of your dreams, you'll realize you didn't just hope your way there. You trained for it. Your future does not depend on luck. It depends on your willingness to master the one thing that controls everything, your mind. So today, make a decision. Discipline your thoughts. Guard your focus. Feed your faith. And train your mind to win. The mind is the true battlefield of success because everything we accomplish or fail to accomplish starts with thought. Long before results show up in the physical world, they are born in the mental realm. Every great achievement, invention, business, or breakthrough started first as an idea, a single thought in the mind of someone who dared to believe it was possible. Most people try to change their lives by changing external things, jobs, relationships, locations. But the truth, real change only happens when we change our thinking. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and limitation, then no matter how much you try to succeed, you'll keep hitting the same walls. On the other hand, if your thoughts are rooted in faith, clarity, and purpose, then you'll find ways to rise above almost any challenge. This is why Napoleon Hill famously said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. He wasn't just speaking in metaphors, he meant it literally. The mind has incredible power to shape reality. When you focus on failure, you attract it. When you focus on growth, you begin to see possibilities everywhere. But this power must be harnessed. An undisciplined mind is like a wild horse, strong but directionless. A trained mind becomes a loyal ally, pushing you forward even when the odds seem stacked against you. The battlefield analogy is especially powerful because it reminds us that mental strength is not given, it's earned. Just like soldiers train for war, you must train your thoughts to withstand doubt, discouragement, and distraction. Life will test your mindset every single day. There will be moments when quitting feels easier than continuing. There will be voices, both internal and external, telling you that you're not good enough. And that's where the battle is won or lost, inside your own head. Success is not about avoiding struggle. It's about mastering your mind through it. It's about making decisions from vision, not from fear. It's about choosing to believe in yourself even when there's no visible proof that success is coming. Those who win in life are not always the most talented or lucky. They are the ones who win the mental game first. They think like champions before they ever become champions. In every challenge, ask yourself, what is my mind telling me? Is it lifting me up or tearing me down? Is it helping me grow or holding me back? And then take control. Feed it with empowering thoughts. Train it with affirmations, vision, and focus. Because the moment you master your thinking, you begin to master your life. In the end, success is not found in the world around you. It's forged in the world within you. And that world begins in the battlefield of the mind. Win there, and you can win anywhere. Belief is not something we are born with fully developed. It is something we must build, shape, and train through conscious effort. Many people think belief just happens. They assume successful people are naturally confident or lucky. But the truth is, belief, real, unshakable belief, is the product of discipline, repetition, and inner work. From a young age, we are shaped by our environment, by what we're told, what we experience, and what we see. These early impressions create our belief system. But much of what we are taught is based on limitation. You can't do that. Hey, that's not realistic. People like us don't succeed like that. These negative seeds take root and grow unless we make the decision to train our minds differently. Belief is like a mental muscle. You don't get strong muscles just by wanting them. You get them by training daily, by lifting weight, by staying consistent. The same goes for belief. You build belief by feeding your mind with positive, purposeful thoughts, by surrounding yourself with those who believe in your vision, and by taking small actions that prove to yourself that you are capable. At first, belief might feel unnatural. That's okay. Every new skill feels strange before it becomes second nature. You might say an affirmation and not feel it. You might set a goal and feel fear. But if you keep showing up, keep affirming your potential, and keep visualizing your success, something powerful happens. You begin to shift from doubt to certainty, from hesitation to confidence. This process isn't magical, it's mental. It's daily repetition of empowering thoughts. It's learning from every failure instead of being defeated by it. It's refusing to let outside opinions shape your internal belief. Every time you choose to believe in yourself, especially in the face of fear or failure, you are training your mind to be stronger. When you do the thing you feared, when you finish the project, speak your truth, or rise after a setback, you send a message to your subconscious. I am capable. Over time, these moments stack up, forming a deep foundation of belief that no one can shake. Those who succeed in life aren't born with more belief than others. They've just trained it harder. They've made belief a daily habit. They've chosen to see challenges as opportunities to grow stronger mentally. They've built belief like a builder lays bricks, one experience, one mindset shift, one win at a time. So don't wait for belief to magically appear. Train it, feed it, strengthen it. Because once you believe in yourself deeply and truly, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Oh, what you rehearse mentally, you create physically. This is one of the most powerful truths about the human mind. Everything you consistently think about, imagine, and emotionally experience in your inner world eventually shows up in your outer world. Your mind is like a movie projector. Whatever film you play in your thoughts is what your life begins to reflect. The process begins with imagination. Every great success story, invention, or achievement was first seen in someone's mind before it ever became real. A skyscraper begins as a sketch. A championship begins as a vision. A business begins as an idea. Nothing manifests in reality until it is first built mentally. This means your thoughts are not passive, they are creative. Every time you visualize your goals, every time you mentally practice a skill, you are training your brain to make it real. Scientific studies show that the brain can't easily distinguish between real experience and vivid imagination. When you rehearse something in your mind with intensity and clarity, whether it's giving a speech, succeeding in business, or staying calm under pressure, your brain activates the same neural pathways as if you were actually doing it. This is called mental rehearsal, and elite performers in sports, business, and the arts use it constantly. Think about an athlete visualizing a perfect free throw. He closes his eyes and sees the ball leaving his hand, arching through the air and landing smoothly in the basket. Now, he feels the motion, hears the crowd, and repeats it over and over. When it's time for the real shot, his body already knows what to do. because he's done it 1,000 times in his mind. The same principle applies to every area of life. If you mentally rehearse confidence, you begin to act confidently. If you mentally rehearse patience, you respond more calmly in stressful moments. If you rehearse success, your actions align with that vision. But if you constantly replay images of failure, fear, or insecurity, your life begins to follow that pattern instead. That's why it's so important to guard your thoughts and deliberately focus your mental energy. Use visualization not just as a dream, but as a strategy. Create a clear, detailed picture of your goals. See yourself already having achieved them. Feel the emotions of success. Experience it with all your senses. This isn't fantasy, it's preparation. It programs your subconscious to expect success and take the actions that lead to it. Mental rehearsal turns possibility into probability. It gives your mind a blueprint to follow. Over time, that blueprint begins to shape your habits, decisions, and outcomes. The world responds to the energy you carry, and that energy begins with your thoughts. So remember, your imagination is not a waste of time. It is the foundation of your reality. What you rehearse mentally, you eventually create physically. Choose your thoughts wisely and use them to build the life you truly want. Discipline your thoughts like an athlete trains the body, deliberately, consistently, and with a clear goal in mind. Just as an athlete doesn't become great by accident, you won't master your mind without effort. Every champion in sports follows a strict routine: daily training, healthy habits, focused recovery, and constant improvement. The same commitment is required if you want your thoughts to serve your success rather than sabotage it. Your mind is your most powerful asset, but it can also be your biggest enemy if left undisciplined. Most people let their thoughts run wild, reacting to every distraction, fear, and doubt. They believe everything they think, and allow negative self-talk to shape their identity. But just as an athlete wouldn't skip training and expect to win, you can't expect success if you don't take control of your mental conditioning. Disciplining your thoughts starts with awareness. You must become conscious of what you're thinking throughout the day. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Are your thoughts empowering or limiting? Are you focused on growth or stuck in fear? Just like a coach corrects a bad habit in an athlete's form, you must correct negative thought patterns and replace them with thoughts that align with your goals. This takes daily effort. Athletes don't train once a week, they train every day. And you must do the same with your mind. And start your mornings with intention. Use affirmations to set the tone. Visualize your success. Journal your goals. These small mental exercises strengthen your focus and clarity. And when doubt or anxiety shows up, as it always will, you respond with discipline, not panic. It also means protecting your mental environment. Athletes fuel their bodies with the right nutrition, and you must fuel your mind with the right input. That means reading empowering books, listening to motivational content, avoiding toxic conversations, and surrounding yourself with people who challenge and uplift you. What you consume mentally becomes the foundation of your mindset. An athlete also endures discomfort in training to perform under pressure. Likewise, you must train your mind to stay calm under stress, stay focused during uncertainty, stay confident during setbacks. This isn't easy, but the more you practice mental discipline, the more natural it becomes. Soon it will be your default mode, just like muscle memory in sports. And here's the reward. When you discipline your thoughts, you gain control over your emotions, decisions, and results. You stop reacting impulsively and start responding intentionally. You build mental resilience, clarity, and confidence. You become the type of person who doesn't break under pressure but thrives in it. Success is not random. It's the product of mental training done day after day. So treat your mind like an athlete treats the body. Train it with purpose. Train it with purpose. Challenge it with discipline and strengthen it with repetition. Because a strong mind, like a strong body, can carry you through anything. A trained mind turns setbacks into stepping stones by seeing failure not as an end, but as a beginning. Life is full of challenges, disappointments, and unexpected turns. For most people, these setbacks become reasons to quit, doubt themselves, or give up on their goals. But for someone who has trained their mind, every obstacle is simply a part of the journey, an opportunity to grow, learn, and move forward with more wisdom and strength. When your mind is untrained, setbacks feel personal. You take failure as a sign that you're not good enough, not lucky enough, or not meant to succeed. But a trained mind understands that failure is feedback. It's information. It shows you what didn't work, what needs improvement, and where you must adapt. It doesn't mean you are a failure. It means you're in the process of learning something essential. Training your mind means choosing how you respond to life. Instead of reacting emotionally, you begin to respond intentionally. When you face a problem, you pause, reflect, and ask, what is this teaching me? That question alone can shift your entire mindset. Suddenly, setbacks stop being roadblocks and start becoming stepping stones, lessons that elevate you to the next level. The process begins with awareness. You must become aware of your inner dialogue. When things go wrong, are you blaming others, beating yourself up, or are you focused on the next step? A trained mind replaces destructive thoughts with constructive ones. It says, this didn't go as planned, but now I know more than I did before. I'm getting stronger. I will keep going. It's also about resilience. A trained mind doesn't quit after one failure, or even 10. It understands that the path to success is filled with setbacks. Winners don't win because they never fall. They win because they always rise. Every time they fall, they stand taller. Every time they lose, they learn. And through that process, they build a mindset that cannot be broken. Some of the world's most successful people failed repeatedly before they found success. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job in television. The difference wasn't talent. It was mindset. It was mindset. They trained their minds to turn every no into motivation, every failure into fire. To turn setbacks into stepping stones, you must train your mind daily. Read, reflect, journal, meditate, surround yourself with growth-minded people. Practice gratitude even when things are tough. Celebrate effort, not just outcomes. And most of all, never stop moving forward. One small step after a failure is more powerful than standing still in fear. Fear. Remember, setbacks are not signs that you're off track. They're part of the... And when your mind is trained to see that nothing can stop you, every challenge becomes a chance to rise. Every fall becomes a foundation. And every setback becomes a stepping stone to your greatest success.